one in the rain here at Utah football camp is complete. Day one of Camp Kyle in the rain. Probably a great condition for the football players. For those of us standing around, a little wet. Thought we'd bring in the head coach of the Utes on day one and find out how day one went. So you've been doing this a while. How'd day one go?
Really good. And like you said, it was, the rain came in and cooled things off, which, yesterday was 100 and something, and so kind of a little break for the guys. But got off to a good start. Very, very evident that they spent a lot of time this summer with the player run practices, getting things ironed out and becoming more familiar with the offense.
Let's get the pre-camp news of the day out of the way. We found out last night, and you guys made it public today, Manny Bowen isn't with the team anymore, which I know caught you guys a little off guard. You've been doing this a long time. It's not often you see that happen, especially with a productive player like Manny. What can you tell us?
Well, it was definitely a unique situation and a first for me, but Manny came in a couple days ago and let us know that he's going to retire from football. He's got a business opportunity that he just couldn't pass up. Wanted to get started on that rather than put it off for 5 or 6 months, and so we wish him well. It's disappointing. We wish he was with us, but it's happened, and so now the other guys got to step up. And we got Devin Lloyd and Trenton Carlson and Andrew Mataafa, Sione Lund. Obviously in addition to Francis Bernard. So we got. We got a good group, and just guys have to step up.
Yeah, that's always been your mentality, next man up. So next man up. Now we know who Francis Bernard is. I know you guys have been very high on Devin Lloyd as well.
Exactly, and he's ready. He's a redshirt sophomore. It's his third year in the program. He's 235 pounds. He runs, 4.6, 4.5, 5.40, and he has all the tools, and this is his opportunity.
Trenton Carlson was a late ad for you guys. He was a JC guy. It turns out that was a pretty good late ad for you.
It was big, and he looks good as well. About 6'2", 235, and can run, like the rest of them, and it's magnified now that Manny has departed.
All right, some other camp questions. Obviously, the offensive line, you're trying to figure some of those things out. One big question, physically and on the field, is Bam Adele-Olaseni. Any update on Bam?
Yeah, things are looking good right now. Nothing is for certain, but ideally, if we can get him here next Wednesday, 1 week from today, then we can get him going. But there's still some things he's got to get done, and he's in the process of doing them. Everything looks good right now. There could always be a setback, but we're hoping for Wednesday of next week.
With or without Bam, I know you like the talent you've got here. How does that play out, and how does Jim Harding and Andy Ludwig go about finding their best 5 guys?
Well, just continuing to work with them, and we got a good start today. The young kids look really good, Talavo and Laumea, and so and then the kids that were with us in spring that just got back from missions are doing a good job. Braden Daniels had an outstanding summer, so there's a lot of promise there, but we just got to continue to develop.
Place kicking, I know, is something you guys will be working through fall camp as well. It's only day one, but where are you with the kick game?
Off to a good start today. They kicked well. The times were great as far as the operation times. The accuracy was outstanding, the trajectory. So based on one day, it looked optimistic, but we'll see how things progress through camp.
It's too soon to ask for a leader?
Way too soon.
Okay,
yes.
Fair enough. The offense is new, but it's old. It's Andy Ludwig back again. Tyler's raved about it. I know you've been excited about the change. What should fans look for with Andy Ludwig 2.0?
Well, there's not going to be a wholesale departure from what we did last year as far as the spread element to our offense. That's still the starting point. We're going to be under center a lot more, a little more play action pass. But spread offense is a spread offense. There's only so much you can do, and there's going to be a lot of similarities to what you saw last year. But he'll add his own, put his own stamp on it.
Zach Moss, Tyler Huntley, clear leaders. You're very deep at the running back position. How do you divvy those carries up and try to figure out the hierarchy behind Zach?
Yeah, that's something that will be a great competition because the number 2, number 3 spot is up for grabs right now. The 2 young guys look good today, Jordan Wilmore and Makai Bernard. It was no pads, and you can't get a true read in that situation. But between those 2 guys and Devin Brumfield and DHC, Devontae Henry Cole, it's going to be a great battle to see who can come out as number 2 and number 3.
All right, last thing, playmakers outside. You have a lot of guys that are pretty even or have been pretty even. Britton Covey's in the rehab process still right now. How do you look at your wide receiving core and, again, trying to figure out that hierarchy?
Strong group, and I think this group is you know, they want to be great. They truly want to be great. They've got an outstanding work ethic. They've put in the time this summer. Britton looked good today. He's on a pitch count. You know, we're not letting him do the full practice regimen, but I think that group could sneak up on some people.
All right, before I let you go, day one was good. You were pleased with it. It's a marathon through camp. It's not a sprint for sure. You've got outside expectations that are big this year. What was your message to the team when you guys got together last night as you kind of set the tone for camp?
Yeah, well, it's the same thing that we've been preaching ever since, we turned them loose in May. Didn't turn them loose, but had our last team meeting, and that is block out the noise, stay focused. We're going to be as good as we, perform out here on the practice field. If we put in the work, we got a chance. If we don't, then who knows? But, all this preseason hype and all that stuff has got to just be blocked out and don't pay attention to it.
Hey, thanks.
Okay, Billy, thank you.
Go inside and get dry.
All right, there you go.
That's head coach Kyle Whittingham with us after day one here at Camp Kyle. I'm going to get out of the rain as well. That will do it for day one. We'll see you back here on day two as the voice of the Utes and for Utah football and Utah athletics. I'm Bill Riley saying so long and go Utes.